Understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Allen. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Well, this defense for the Raiders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. It's taken to the 26. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They had a good drive going their first time out, ended with the interception. The good news is they get kind of a mulligan because they're still at 0-0.
They certainly do, and you notice he spent a lot of time on the phone. You know, and I know he wasn't talking to mom and dad on that when he's talking to the eyes upstairs, talking to the coaching staff. Guaranteed, what did you say? What was I doing? How do we make sure that doesn't happen again in this ball game?
2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Bowers. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. They'll get 34 yards there.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller, because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Anthony Schwartz, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that.
Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. From the left side, complete. That's Bowers. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Raiders are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. That's such a costly interception. Nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Trey Tucker, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. You look at this Raiders defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Raiders are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 21-0 our score after one. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Allen. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. Allen going to change the look here.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around. Not having that success, might have to lean on the running game for a little while.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Intercepted by the Raiders. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. It's a big play there for Vegas. 52 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That one into the hands of Adams downfield. Touchdown Raiders. Davante Adams, career touchdown number 136, tying him with Marshall Faulk for 7th on the all-time list. And the Raiders are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle, and it is 28-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it And that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
That is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 28. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
And the Raiders first down.
Here we go. 70 Rangers.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's complete to Adams. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown!
Anthony Schwartz
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
and the Raiders open the lead up to 34-0.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this 35-0 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
26-yard line.
Allen now on 1st down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Allen going to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen.
He'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
And my goodness, another interception. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught inside the 15.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Trey Tucker
with career touchdown number 60.
And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now.
And now here's another interception.
And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 33.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he'll be forced out of bounds on the other side of the field.
A big play there for the Raiders. 42 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
56, 56.
In motion left is Davis. Here's Allen to throw it. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Throwing is Allen on third. That is caught. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Allen going to audible to a different look.
Buffalo Bills. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now Allen to throw on first down. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And they're going to speed things up here.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now they'll audible to something else. On first down, Allen. That's pulled in by Brooks. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Raiders' 34-yard line.
Now Allen. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
2nd and 6 at the 22-yard line.
To throw, it's Allen.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Caught on the right side by Adams. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their route.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Steps away to his left. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped him 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the 4th, Charles, it's really, really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. The The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it, as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Flush to his right. Touchdown, Raiders! Davante Adams with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Raiders are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. On as the Raider kickoff unit now, as they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Allen going to change this at the line.
On second down, here's Allen. And my goodness, another interception. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
He's got it with the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain of 37.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And now they're in the hurry-up. They're going to look to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now the try here for the point after. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
56. Bills nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, guys, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit.
That's caught inside the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling, but inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious.
And, my goodness, another interception. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bowers. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It's been a tough go for them. Still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really?
And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs. How about this?
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Come on. Hey. Cut 19.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, force the ball free, and it's second down. Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, and a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
77. Bills nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch.
And, my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Panther 11.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
This is caught by Tucker.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Our friends in Bayou Country.